Welcome back to the production review. Today, we're back with Come With We Wanted, and I said I would do a video where we choose all of the choices I didn't do in the first playthrough, so that's what we're doing today. I'm kind of just going to go through the whole game again, and we're going to, just do all the choices I didn't make. Like I said before, there's some that I kind of want to try, and I want to see if anything is really different. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm kind of just going to, go through it all, and then I'll just see you guys, once, we get a choice, and if anything different happens. So we're just gonna start. Well, okay, the game is lagging a lot. It can't handle all this skipping. Alright, so first choice we were gonna make is we're gonna talk about Naomi. I want to see what happens here, because all I did was just go to the part where we either agree to hear Naomi out or object. So let's see what happens when we talk about Naomi. I'm curious. Okay. To just ignore the topic, to ignore the fact that Kiyoko is being treated this way, it's not something I allow myself to do. Despite having just met Kiyoko, I'm allowed to have feelings of concern for if Naomi is doing something to hurt her. Not addressing it would make me feel better about it. Better? Okay. There is something I want to talk about. Kiyoko, oblivious to my tone of voice, looks at me cheerfully.
What is it? Are you going to tell me your favorite element?
No, it's not that. It's about Naomi Sato. Her face drops at the mention of the name. I don't want to get too into it, but it seems as if she has something against you. Kiyoko remains frozen before me, her face now coated with a look of woe. It's not something I wanted to see, but to see a face like this caused by someone's hate would hit harder.
Her. She's always been like that. I'd rather not go into it.
I'm sorry for asking. Taking my cue, I apologize for delving into the topic. I realized that asking would have created a sense of awkwardness, but her response solidifies the situation entirely. It's apparent that Naomi is going out of her way to upset Kiyoko. I'd hate to imagine what Kiyoko is feeling. The thought itself makes me sick.
No, it's okay. After all, you're a science club member. You're allowed to ask questions.
Oh, okay, and then we just change the topic after that. Alright, skipping. I'm gonna say, how much do you want me to go again? If I wasted the opportunity to have some fun with herself, or, wait, what? If I wasted the opportunity to have some fun with her, I'd kick myself. May as well tease her a little. She is overly persistent about checking if I'm going or not. Maybe fooling around will get it through to her head that I'm not going to drop out of the club so easily. She's intelligent after all. The message should be clear. That, and I want to see what her reaction would be. I kind of do too. That's what this video is for, choosing all the choices I didn't make before. Deciding upon my message, my finger hits send, and thus my wait for Kiyoko's response begins. The statement itself is vague enough not to imply I won't go. Kiyoko to spend all that time as the only member of the club. Saying something overtly mean and passing it off as a joke wouldn't be a nice thing to her. I don't want to unintentionally make things worse for her, particularly with the issues surrounding Naomi. Hopefully she gets the joke, but she seems to have a very niche sense of humor. However, soon enough her response comes through to me. More than the atomic mass of Darm's stadium, or stadium. Yeah, I'm not even gonna ask what Darm's stadium is, or whatever. She's pretty clever, but she seems to have a hard time understanding. I have no idea what any of that stuff is. Maybe teasing her some more will get her to talk more sense, or maybe I'm just having fun. We'll see. That's all he says. We'll see, and I'll be back. Adios. Sending my brief message. Her response this time is prompter than before. I guess the picture conveys more feelings than words. At least I think that's how the saying goes. All I hope is that Kiyoko understands that I'm actually joking, but she's sharp enough to understand. Hopefully. Wait, perhaps adding in a winky face might have ratified my point. Still, being able to speak freely to Kiyoko like this only after a few days makes me happy. It only makes me wonder how long she had to deal with being alone in the club, putting up with Naomi. To be able to joke around with her, to be friends with her, I can't call that a bad thing. All I need to do now is get a better understanding of the situation. Talking to Naomi again is the only way to do that. Leaning back once again in my chair, I'm back at odds with finding something to keep me occupied. Okay. I think this text is similar, it's just written differently. What's the meaningful quote here? I guess a picture conveys more feelings than words. Me. I'm just gonna object. Let's just do the same shit before. Oh, let's see what happens if I reject. I kind of want to see what happens. I'm gonna try this with like every single person. Psych. Kyoko's like, hey, I'm calling. Will you pick up? Psych. Goodbye. It's not as if I can't call her back. Resting the phone down. Yada yada. Oh, okay.
Hello.
Nothing different. Alright, wow. Oh, there you go. Why didn't you answer before? Sorry, I must not have heard. Unintentionally, at least, I hope. Kyoko's words make me feel slightly bad. In the end, it's not as if I would have done much work anyway.
Alright.
Let's try that. Let's see if anything happens with that. Skip. Whoops. Skipping. But it looks a bit not really. Yeah, it doesn't look like it was any different. Alright. Either choice probably would just make the same result. What if... Okay. Another thing I'm gonna do too. What if we just continuously call Naomi? Not even calling Kiyoko. She'll be like, why haven't you not called me back, huh? What's the matter with you? Wait, can I click on settings? Add a number? I don't know what these buttons do. Check the time. Got any notifications? You know, any more hot girls sliding into my DMs? I don't know. Alright, let's try Naomi. Oh, okay, still skipping. Oh yeah, let's decline this one. Psych. Despite it, I still can't help but feel she's on her way out. Sliding the phone in my pocket, I continue to move an idle gaze around the scenery before me. The entrance to the school, cradled by all sorts of trees and vegetation. Having passed through here each day for the last 2 years, reflecting on it offers a different perspective. Upon stretching my arms out in a cliche, tired manner, I'm once again disturbed by further oscillations within my pocket. Yeah, you can't help but answer. No hair, she's probably a little pissed off. Despite my eagerness to speak to Naomi, all that pops up on my screen is a small message. Of course, it's from her. I love that message. Where are you, you asshole? I'm at the station. You're dumbass, you're stupid. Yeah, appearing at the screen before me, it didn't get to the morning sun. I managed to scrape away the contents of Naomi's message. Where are you, you ass? I'm at the station. Jackass. How stupid are you? At least that's what it should say. Naomi not being the one to go for proper grammar, not when she's pissed anyway. Oh my god, I love that. I do like that, declining calls actually does make things slightly different. Because I thought with Kiyoko, like, when she was like, so hey, what's up? It was literally just gonna be the same thing. But I like how she acknowledged, like, why didn't you answer me before? Anyway, still, I'm not too far from the station. Maybe I can make it in time before she gets the idea to castrate me. A kick in the nuts from a trained athlete wouldn't be healthy in the slightest. Yeah, considering your name is Nut Dust too. That's exactly what you'll become. She kicks you that hard. Oh, okay.
I'd be here all day if I had to list them. Not answering your phone, for one. Also, you're an ass!
Not as if the insult was necessary, but really none of hers are. Yet with an unfazed stare, Naomi gives me yet another bomb to defuse. Everything topped with an irate yet somehow cute guys.
You're thinking something weird again, aren't you?
Hey, hey!
No, I'm not. I'm just thinking of why my name is Nut Dust. Why did my parents decide on this name? Anyway, I was by the station when you called. I thought I'd talk to you then.
You didn't even realize I was here.
She could see right through your ruse, Nut Dust. But the school's not that far away. Watching as her face shifts away from anger to sadness, it's clear as day I've upset her. Naomi, despite her personality, is as fragile in reality. She's hurt by the reflections of her past. Combine Sae?
For what?
For making you wait around for me. I know I'm such a dumbass. Alright, call someone. Let's keep going, Naomi. I guess I want to see what happens. Oh, wait, actually. Hold on. There was some text that was skipped over that we didn't read yet. For a fact, it's undoubtable that the only reason I'm contemplating this is because of Naomi. I don't know what he was contemplating earlier, but sure. She's the only one who's more willing to talk about her whole ordeal, so really she's my best shot at actually learning anything helpful to get Kiyoko to trust her again. That, and for some reason I'm compelled to talk to her too. Despite how obvious it is, she'll probably answer the phone in disgust or even reject my call. I'd still like spending time with her. She's proven herself to have a softer side, a side filled with honesty, holding her feelings to her heart. It's that side of her I want to understand, I want to get closer to. Naomi caught up in their past clearly has a lot more on her mind regarding Kiyoko. The chains of her mistakes shackling her heart, pulling tighter on her emotions. There must be more to those very connections. Okay. Spending more time with her wouldn't be too bad. She's the most popular girl in school. Even some of the girls want a little piece of Naomi Sato. Okay, she's more of a friend that enjoys bullying me. Not that you're a masochist or anything. Alright. There you go, she finally answered. Trailing into silence, the sounds of a breathing girl quickly consume the line as we both wait patiently for the other to talk. She's answering.
What are you calling for? What makes you think I'd still want to talk to you?
You answered the phone, didn't you?
So, how do I know it's not something important like my pizza or something?
I didn't think she'd be the type to order pizza at this time of night. Let alone having to stay in shape for the track team. Hey, you know, she needs the extra calories. She needs all that energy. I just imagine she orders a pizza at night. She, like, maybe eats a couple slices, puts the rest in the fridge, takes the rest to school, and then she just inhales that pizza right before she runs. And that's how she gets, like, a big burst of energy. Well, yet somehow I can imagine her sitting alone crying over Kiyoko as she takes another cheesy bite between her lips. Yep. Because you have me as a contact. You knew it was me before you even picked up. Alright, I think she just hung up. Oh, wait. We're calling her again? Damn, Nutdust is so, like, persistent with this. I love this. Yeah, we call her again, basically, and she soon answers with a retort filled with bitterness and cutesy spite.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
You forgot the hoof.
I'll my foot in your ass if you don't shut it.
Wow.
You know what? Okay, I'm liking this already. I'm glad I decided to do this video. No, please don't. I don't want to be turned into what my name is. Anyway, it's about Kiyoko.
Of course. It's about Kiyoko. Please, go on.
I'm sorry, I'm still dying over here. Now charged with emotion, with dejection, Naomi's voice trails off into silence as she breathes down the line, waiting for me to continue. Did you want to meet up tomorrow, after I finish in the science club? It'd give me an opportunity to tell you what she's been saying, and it's not like you wouldn't be staying behind too. Athletics captains don't exactly get to sprint out the gates before anyone else, so it's guaranteed she'd be staying behind the train.
Don't gloss it over. The real question is whether I want to spend my evening with you covered in sweat.
You make that sound...
I already know what you're going to say, and you know exactly what I'll respond with. I wouldn't go there if I were you.
Alright then, keep your secret.
Yeah. I know this isn't Jongin, but Nutdust should at least learn the lesson from him. Maybe I should, just a teaser, but part of me wants to keep living. Anyway, there are showers there, right? Can't you just use them?
I would, but...
It's icky and disgusting. Somebody pissed in there. Is that what she's gonna say? Like the showers are disgusting? Somebody probably took a shit in there. For all we know. But what?
I don't like people watching me.
Yeah, there's that too. That's why I don't like using public showers. Embarrassment lingers in her voice. She's probably blushing. You're all girls though, right? What's the problem?
I just don't, alright? You've heard the rumors?
Alright, that sort of popularity, it's no surprise.
I used to shower at Kiyoko's house. She lives closer to the school.
Interesting take. And I'm guessing you don't anymore. Knowing the various thoughts flowing through my mind, all of which involving the two of them, I continue on with the conversation as normal despite expecting an obvious answer.
Of course not, you dumbass! Ugh. I don't even know why I'm friends with you.
At least she considers us friends now. So I'll take it you don't want to meet up then.
Fine, I will. Just don't think of it as a date. It's not every day I meet up with a guy after school.
Resonating with passionate disgust, it's not surprising that's the first thing she'd say. Just don't think of it as a date. You baka. If I did, I'm sure she'd kill me, but I can't even help but feel that dating her wouldn't be a bad thing. Even if I had to put up with being the most hated guy in the school. It's settled then, I'll meet you tomorrow after club activities.
Whatever, it's about time. Speaking to you is starting to make me feel sick. That and dinner's almost ready.
Gotta get that protein after all. I thought you were having a pizza.
You do know you can track where your pizza is, right? What year do you think it is?
Bye, have a great time.
Falling to silence once again, it's more than apparent Naomi has hung up on me for the second time. However, there's no need to call her back. Oh, recalling Naomi's piercing voice, yesterday's conversation still floats around my head as I ponder the thoughts of today's date.
Fine, I will. Just don't think of it as a date. It's not every day I meet up with a guy after school.
So yeah, everything's like kind of different, at least depending on the choices you make. Even if like you answer or hang up or decline the calls. I love that. A lot of visual novels don't do that, I think. I mean, there's probably some that do, but from the ones I played, they don't usually do that. It's usually just the same dialogue. All they really do is add in like one extra thing that says, you didn't answer my call. You're stupid. Her words resonating in that very typical sense of disgust-filled embarrassment strike back to me as my body continues to slowly awaken. Naomi, faced with the dilemma of her and Kiyoko's relationship, caught up in her own disdain of herself. Regret. Her blue eyes deeper than any ocean, only holding the one thought that's kept going. Kiyoko. Stifling a laugh, my hand clasped my mouth as I imagined what Naomi's reaction would be if she were to find out I've been thinking about her. I don't want to wake anyone up this early, but I can't help but gaze over her flushed yet weirdly aggressive face in my mind. Luckily, she can't read it. And quickly back to her. Maybe she is telepathic. Or she is telepathic. Meet me at the gates before class. Scanning the content of the message, it doesn't exactly seem overly aggressive, yet she has a tendency to make almost anything frightening. Meet me at the gates before class. Another complex over people seeing us together. I don't really think she's thought that through, but not meeting her would probably result in something much worse. With the gates just before my eyes, a familiar set of hair captures their sprawled gaze as a burned strand flows in the mild spring breeze. Her own directed towards the floor as she idly twiddles her thumbs, before attempt to hide her flesh reddened cheeks. Okay, her own directed towards the floor as she idly twiddles her thumbs, before attempt to hide her flushed reddened cheeks. Is she really that concerned about people seeing us? Striding towards the school gates, striding towards her, those quaint azure eyes lift themselves from the ground towards me. She's noticed. Granted, she was standing here waiting for me, despite her typical attitude of pushing me as far away as possible. Today's different. Joining her within the musical world, surrounding her, Naomi too moves herself towards me, lips curled up into a smile.
Hey!
Hey. Running up beside me, Naomi's hand reaches behind mine, patting me against the back. A Goldilocks method. Not too soft, as to convey disgust in having to touch me. Not too hard, as to inflict the results of pent-up aggression. Perfectly normal, friendly pat. Continuing with her smile, Naomi's eyes look up towards me almost with warmth, as a set of cherry lips continue to curve upwards in fondness. What's gotten into her?
You're not going to forget, right? You're meeting me in the gym later.
I told you I don't want to join the gymnastics team.
Not that. I wanted to talk about Kiyoko.
By this point, I think that's fairly obvious. Nodding my head, our conversation continues forward. For someone so previously agitated by even being near me, having such a friendly conversation together in the midst of passing students sure is weird. I'm not going to forget that. Who do you think I am? An idiot? I ain't that stupid.
Not really.
Something is wrong with her.
Anyway, I'll walk on ahead. If people see you with me, they'll get jealous.
You got that right. Especially seeing her with a guy named Nut Dust. Imagine hearing somebody say, hey, look, Naomi's banging some nut dust. Alright. That's the phrase everybody was saying, you know. Hey man, do you hear that Naomi's been banging nut dust?
What the fuck?
I was beaming in a smile once again. Naomi's lips glisten in the sunlight as she soon turns around. Hair swaying in the warm spring breeze. She's happy. Yet another small gust ruffles her skirt as she almost skips towards the school's entrance. Not enough to satisfy anyone, but still rather beautiful in itself. Despite her odd behavior, I think it's still something I can enjoy. I'll hear about it later anyway, assuming she goes back to her usual self. If that wasn't it. Peering around, the sight of the usual chirpy brunette scientist isn't to be seen. For once, Kiyoko isn't gushing straight to my desk with the usual, "You're coming to the club, right?" In a way, I missed that, but it still doesn't change the fact that I'd agree to meet with Naomi later. That in itself is just another thing to look forward to. Okay, I'm kind of just skimming through this because I don't want to read all this. Speaking of Kiyoko, cutting my eyes across the room to find her is now a little more than a routine task. There she sits, her hair now let loose down her back as she twirls its smooth dark allure between her fingers. It's a nice look. School's navy blazer wrapping around her slender body certainly adds the smart edge to her to suit her inquisitive nature. Alright. Let's go. Wait, actually, wait, what'd you do? Wrapping my hands around Kyoko's eyes. She's being like, hello, mother... yeah, hello, Kiyoko. Guess who?
Vsauce.
Who? Oh, close enough. Alright, letting her go, my hands brush faintly against her hair as I return them to my side. A soft, gentle feeling.
What's wrong? You're looking a little weird.
Nothing. Maybe now that we've become so close, something like this shouldn't be such a tragedy to comprehend. After all, Kiyoko seems to have no problem grabbing me whenever she wants me to follow her.
Anyway, you're looking forward to the club, right? That's why you're here.
I suppose they're going straight home.
You can't do that! It'd make me sad.
Kiyoko gives me an indistinguishable pout, her puffed cheeks coated with a blush as she pushes forward her lower lip. Can't tell whether or not she's being serious from her words, but with a face like that, it's straight up easy to tell she's playing around. Yet her words still strike me as truthful. She's not the type to lie. I would have stopped going if I didn't enjoy it. I never actually said I joined the club. Couldn't help but skirt around the issue to avoid upsetting her, really.
Well, you stayed. That's all that matters to me.
Kiyoko scratches her nose like a kitten's futile attempts to try grooming itself. Wait, she's trying to hide the fact that a sea of red coats her cheeks, but she's only drawing more attention to herself. And he likes their energetic, kind of awkward scientist personality. I'm trying to like skim this.
Anyway, we should get going. We have experiments to do.
Alright, let's go. I feel like the choices are going to be a little different now. There's like a third playthrough, but not like there's like any different endings. What's the plan?
Anything really. It's science. Everything's bound to be fun.
Yeah, boy.
Alright.
Naomi. She used to make the same face as you.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Alright then, keep your secret.
Kiyoko continues forward, now shrouded by an awkward aura she hoped to create. Well, there's only so much blame you can place on someone for making a certain expression. Her words, however vague, still fuels the ongoing fire within my mind surrounding their relationship.
Ah!
Kiyoko steps back in shock, almost knocking over the clamp stand behind her. What's the matter?
I've run out of DC Pep.
Who? Oh. And that's...
Decoro.
Nope.
Never mind.
You never let me finish.
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's because her jargon is completely foreign to me. Alright. Yeah, this obviously upset her. The lack of chemical is a true inhibitor to science. We can just get some more, right?
But by the time we get there, the store will be closed. It's already pretty late.
Glad my phone screen is enough to prove that she is right. But still, today was fun, right? Yeah, even if she didn't manage to finish her experiment, even if I did basically nothing, I've been sitting on my ass.
That's true. I always have fun. With you.
This time I can't help but be the one to blush. Yep. Me too.
I'm sorry it couldn't last longer.
That's what he said.
It's fine, I know you'll make up for it next time. The thought of what could go wrong still lingers in my head, though. Back to that. You can't get that image out of his head.
I will. Thank you.
For what?
Being my friend.
That's
Anyway,
sweet, though.
we should probably get going.
Yeah, you can go on ahead. I have to speak to Mr. Kabir about something. He's telling me my grades are shit again. It's probably the best excuse I can think of to slip off and see Naomi. Walking off the school grounds with her only to run back towards the gym is going to look pretty suspicious.
You sure? I can go with you if you like. But I'm not really sure if he likes me.
Probably because you defied her expectations with answering his question. It's fine. Hey, just wait. What's with the smug face, eh? Wait, just a button? Oh, it is. Hey, what's this with the smug face, Kiyoko? I'll put you in cinematic. You're caught in 4K. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying right now.
You know, I was really looking forward to walking home with you.
Heading down the staircase, Kiyoko disappears quickly enough to strip me of any time to respond, spare a heavy heartbeat and a feeling of wooziness.
Studies show that surges in dopamine can cause symptoms, such as mild confusion or dizziness.
And you're telling me this because...
I nearly fainted the other day. Shouldn't you be concerned?
Maybe in a way I do enjoy science more than I thought. But I get to learn more about all this weird stuff. Embraced by the glow of the lights behind the glass, I watched the arm raise mechanically towards the juice, picking it up and slowly plopping it behind the flap to the side. Before I can reach inside, the whir of the machine is interrupted by a familiar laugh as another's hand stretches out from behind to claim my reward.
Thanks for this. I was in need of a drink.
Well, hi,
She yoinked it. Turning to face her, Naomi stands before me, adorned in her gym kit with a light sweat coating her forehead. Despite my disgruntled feelings, she takes no heed in cracking open the seal of the bottle and takes a hearty swig. Tiny droplets of juice glistening in the air as she brushes her lips with one fell swoop of her hand.
What? Do you really think I'm some kind of thief? Here's your money back.
With a satisfactory clinking sound, 350 yen coins slide into the machine out of the grip of Naomi's fingers, or at least I'd like to have imagined. You're 10 short.
Ugh.
So let me get another coin. The digits on the display now read the right price. Taking another aggressive sip of what's now her juice, Naomi slams the bottle down on a nearby table and glares towards me with a pout.
Are you happy now?
You know, if you wanted the drink, I would have bought you one anyway if you'd asked. Another juice falls out of the machine, this time with enough of a window for me to ensure it goes to its rightful owner.
I don't normally get juice anyway.
Then why'd you take mine?
I thought it'd be funny. If you really wanted to know, I normally get a cola.
Couldn't really care, but I don't think she'd appreciate me telling her that. Are you sure that's healthy for someone who's supposed to be an athlete?
No, but it's vanilla flavored. Why should I care?
I mean, as long as she doesn't, like, drink it too much, then she should be fine. If only all of life's problems were vanilla flavored.
Anyway, did you make any progress with her?
You mean Kiyoko, right?
Who did you think I meant? The girl you have a crush on or something? Jeez.
Naomi crosses her arms in frustration, the action making a marginal difference to how vexed she really looks around me. It was cut short. Kiyoko ran out of materials, so she's gone to the city to get them.
And why didn't you go with her? That's a perfect opportunity to try talking to her.
Because I was supposed to meet you. Unless you're saying you'd be happy to have me ditch you. Flicking her eyes aside, Naomi continues to talk with reddened cheeks, as if to ignore the fact that she's embarrassed.
I thought you'd prefer to spend time with her.
Speaking with a somber voice, more death fills her cheeks as she continues to blush. It's hard to see her like this, especially when it's kind of cute. I can always go back. She's probably just reached the station. What?
You were supposed to say you'd stay with me.
I was joking.
And so was I.
Stop the cap.
You're disgusting. But it's a good idea. Let's go.
You want to follow her? Clasping my hand tightly, traces of sweat still hang to her skin as her warmth crosses over. Her fingers, despite not being intertwined with mine, still brush against my skin as she clasps tighter. Hers familiarly soft, almost feels enjoyable to the touch. She'd probably throw up if I told her that, but still. Somewhere inside me is enjoying this moment, these feelings. All of them tossed away as Naomi yanks me along with her as she walks out of the hall. It's like, hey, keep up the pace, you slowpoke. The siren of the train's wheels skirting along the tracks plays distantly, the two of us resting against the soft chairs as we wait this rather pointless ride's end. Don't you think this is stalking?
Not if we're a certain distance behind her. We just coincidentally had the same idea as her. That's all.
I don't think the two of us can really get away with following her into a science shop or wherever Kiyoko buys her supplies. We'd only just managed to catch the train behind hers. Wouldn't really have been possible to hide ourselves running down the platform to catch up to her. I think that goes against the entire idea of stalking anyway. With the train continuing to glide across the rails, the carriage sways side to side gently, but occasionally enough force to flick Naomi's hair slightly closer to me. For whatever reason, Naomi had picked a seat which, unbelievably, breaks my personal space. The smell of her shampoo, tropical in nature, mixes in with her prior perspiration to create an abstract fragrance beside me. So this is what a girl smells like. Well, I don't plan on getting punched today. It's creepy enough just to notice it. Yeah, you don't want to be turned to nut dust. Your name's Nut Dust and you'll be turned into that soon. Regardless, for her to choose such a position after our previous outings, it's a contrast to how she usually treats me. She feels we're close enough that she can practically use me as a pillow. I don't think it's much of a problem. Coming to a stop, a screeching noise interrupts the otherwise silence as the train comes to a halt. A motion enough to jerk Naomi's body on a trajectory towards my own. Collision ensues as her side bumps into mine, almost with enough force to end up on top of me. Luckily enough, she has a soft pair of...
Shut!
Where do you think you're touching?
Yeah, don't finish that thought, Nut Dust. Regaining balance, Naomi stands before me as I lay slumped against my chair, still in a state of shock over what's actually just happened. How is this my fault? You fell into... Well, yeah, you fell into me. I was gonna make a joke, but I didn't know what to say there.
Yeah, right. I bet you enjoyed that, you fucking pervert.
Hope you enjoyed my Nut Dust. As the scattered populace looks on towards the event, Naomi ignores all their stares as she marches down the doors. A way to turn back in anger once again.
Hurry up. We're not going to find her if you just sit there.
The trains loop back around anyway. There's still a chance she'll get on this one coming back. We are in the city. Cursed with the expanding cityscape before us, the beams of the sun kisses against our skin, as it's evident both Naomi and I are sweating. For her, it's probably not much of a problem, but having ran here to catch up to Kiyoko has drained me. Turning back towards me, forehead coated with a light gaze, and Naomi that's a look of repugnancy.
Damn. You really need to get to the gym.
Do you really want me there?
If you're gonna go, I'll just have to put up with it.
Still giving me a distasteful answer, Naomi turns back and scans the space around us with a look of concern. Having disregarded blatancy, if Kiyoko was anywhere around here, she would have seen us by now.
So, how do you plan on finding her?
Hold on. This whole operation was your idea.
You know, he's right. This whole operation was your idea, Naomi.
But you're the one who knew where she went.
She's right. Kiyoko had told me where she was going to buy. We can just get some more, right?
But by the time we get there, the store will be closed. It's already pretty late.
So I'm guessing she's not there then. She probably went home. Oh. I don't think we're going to find her.
And why's that?
She's probably gone home by now. I don't think telling her that I'd forgotten all about Kiyoko deciding to head home would be a good idea. Now that we've actually made the journey for nothing.
We may as well give up then.
For someone who's supposed to be the star of the track team, she has a surprising lack of ambition. Standing complacently, graced by a spring breeze, Naomi's hair sways idly, as the bats an expression to match. As the bats an expression? What? I don't get some of this grammar, dude. Anyway. A stoic, pensive gaze into the distance as we both contemplate our reasons for being here. Kiyoko.
So, what do you want to do now?
Surprising enough that she wants to do something with me, but I guess we have become better friends now. Rather, she seems less disgusted by the idea of someone seeing us together. Let's go to the cafe.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hey.
Watch where you're going. Alright?
Wait, so Sae does actually appear in the main story. What the hell? I did not expect that. You know what? I'm just gonna go 6. Saving spirit. Yeah. I thought she only appeared in a bonus story. Okay. Out of nowhere appears a girl before me, having been the one who bumped into her. The look on her face isn't a happy one, and similarly, Naomi appears a little ticked off too. I can't tell at who though. How about not walking so close to me instead? It's not the best thing to have come out of my mouth, but the words convey my feelings. The girl is short. Dark hair gently brushes against her cheeks as she puffs them up in a nondescript manner. It's not anger, it's not disgust. It's an emotion I can't put my finger on. Maybe it is anger after all. Chain reaction.
Don't mind him. He's just an idiot.
You're taking her side?
Why wouldn't I?
Said without any trace of sarcasm, Naomi's words stabbed deep into what I thought was our growing friendship. Perhaps she does hate me after all, or I've overestimated our relationship.
It's nice to finally meet someone who thinks alike.
Doesn't seem like, for me, that there's any way of making a stand against this bombardment.
I'm Naomi.
Is this really the time for introductions? Looking towards her outstretched hand, all I can feel is a pang of unease as I watch this new relationship taking shape. I already see the two of them just murdering you right on the spot. Looking towards her quizzically, the girl takes a brief moment of pause before responding with a similar grace.
Sae, it's nice to meet you.
Oh, so her name is pronounced Sae. Encyclopedia time. Time to look at where she is. Oh, and you know what? If you guys saw the clip where I looked at the encyclopedia, this was the one term we were missing apparently, which is Sae, or Sae as I call it. Sae. I'm still calling her Sae, okay? Cause you can actually make puns out of that. I just say you, blah blah blah, whatever. So hi, it's a bit creepy to ask birthday. You're not invited. And then Taylor Faye, I think she voices a couple other extra characters in this thingy. Let me check. Taylor Faye right there. She voices Natsumi. Alright, I'm just checking because I want to see I know this VA is kind of the same as the others. Alright, not that. Yeah, so she also voices Natsumi. That's the extra person she voices. That's pretty interesting. Anyway, what's up, Sae? Like I said, I'm calling you Sae. I don't care if your name's pronounced Sae.
What's your dog called?
Looks like I've got a one-way ticket aboard the Bully Nut Dust. Okay, I can't with that. Just the fact that it says it on like the text. Holy Nut Dust Express. I can't, man. It's Nut Dust.
It's nice to meet you, too.
Alright, no. I seriously can't anymore, man. Definitely chose the best time to use that name. Now face towards me, Sae's face cast an embarrassed expression as she stretched her arm out towards me too. Her small yet oddly attractive hand touches the breezy air as she awaits my own actions. Feelings of warmth flow through the essence of my arms as I meet her previously cold words with warm ones of my own. It's a pleasure. Despite having a rocky start, the thoughts and feelings radiating from Sae don't seem to be intentional. After all, anyone would be rather annoyed if someone had bumped into them. Yet with the presence of Naomi, preventing any negative thoughts from swaying her doesn't look like it'll be easy.
I bet you enjoyed that, didn't you?
What if I did? Would that make you jealous?
Perverts!
Sae responds with a blissful giggle, a sign itself that the three of us have become oddly too acquainted in the span of a couple minutes. It's not as if that stopped Naomi though. Now standing idly with a smile, Sae nestles her hand by her side, slightly skirting against her vibrant plum coat. The attire itself can't be called apt for this type of weather. The sun itself beating down upon us as summer ever looms around the corner. But it does look good on her.
Do you mind looking somewhere else?
Oh, sorry.
It's just a bother.
Yeah, he really is.
Of course, Naomi steps in for the easy job.
Anyway, you busy? How about having a coffee with me?
What about me? You're gonna leave me behind? Shifting your eyes in my direction, a glassy look greets me. A glassy cold look actually greets me with hesitation as Naomi mulls over an answer.
You could come too, I guess.
I was gonna be like, no, you're not invited. Get out. The ideas behind talking about, even stalking about Kiyoko have flown out of the window. However, within Naomi's heart, those feelings are still burning with passion. Jarring her mind as she lives each day in regret. I guess everyone needs a break from that type of mindset, Naomi especially. Oh, here we are. As expected, we ended up in that cafe anyway.
I need to go somewhere. I'll be back shortly.
Bye, have a great time.
Almost in a hurry, albeit with some sense of modesty, Naomi rises from her chair to make a beeline out of our sight. The state of affairs, once rife with chatter between Naomi and Sae, and occasionally me, mellows into an aura of silence which I kind of predicted. It's not as if Sae and I are the best of buddies.
She's gone to the restroom.
I could tell that. She's not one to mince her words. Continuing with the silence, Sae fidgets idly with her phone as we both await Naomi's return. The door behind us swings open audibly as the sounds of the city alongside a brush of cool air are let inside. Whoa. Okay, she didn't say hello, but I just seen that text. She's like, eh? There's some nut dust here? Bro, I can't. Kiyoko? Turning my head in fright, the cast image of Kiyoko before me hits my eyes as she tilts her head quizzically, batting me a confused look. Along with her, a bag of goodies clutched between her fingers as she brushes the side of the hair against her cheek. This isn't good. What are you doing here?
I should be asking you the same. Who's that? Is she your girlfriend?
What? No. Although it's not like I wouldn't.
Huh? But I'm your friend. And a girl too.
She's completely oblivious to the actual term. Standing up briefly, I close the distance between myself and Kiyoko, letting a small whisper into her ear.
Really?
Bursting into a flurry, Kyoko's face deepens with a shade of crimson, like classical signs of embarrassment. It's certainly cute, but there are other pressing issues.
It's not like that. Do you really think
Slamming my finger against my mouth in a desperate desire for hopeful silence, she leaves her question hanging in the air. Kyoko's delicate exhibition of embarrassment morphs to one of quizzical questioning.
Nah? You mean sodium, right?
Nah.
What about it?
She really does dense. She's denser than
the
osmium.
sodium! I forgot!
Girl, you're looking denser than a thingy of osmium.
I've gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Turning around in a flash, Kyoko's hair briefly whisks across my body as her body spins, before skirting in the air as she runs out through the open door. I guess the store really was open after all. Well...
I don't need to ask. You're a two-timer. aren't you? Disgusting.
It's not like that.
What's all the commotion about?
Seemingly having also joined the Appear Out of Nowhere club, Naomi stands behind me with a grin, letting off a smug aura to cover the fact that she'd been in the toilet for a long, or rather ridiculously convenient amount of time.
She had to go again.
At this point, I'm rather concerned about what Naomi must have ate. Ruminating over the day's events through the choppy silence of the carriage, the only thing that's on my mind is Kiyoko and Naomi's relationship. The issue itself floating in my thoughts constantly as these two girls have burrowed their way deep into my now routine life. The orchestra of the world continues, the sounds around me only being an occasional cough from Sae spliced into the usual rattling of the train's wheels. Oh. Yo, what is this? Oh, our scene silence is quickly shattered. Kiyoko! What are you doing here? This isn't good, after all. Knowing Kiyoko, she's going to want to sit with me for the rest of this trip. A practical bomb beside me, waiting to trigger upon Naomi's return.
Just what are you doing with that girl? I have a name, I think. My parents gave it to me.
Go figure.
Is she your girlfriend?
Perhaps. Okay, no. What? No.
Eh? But I'm your... No, wait. I'm not.
I was going to make the same statement as Kiyoko. She's like, wait, but I am your friend. I'm also a girl. It's weird for that. I don't think that joke really worked. Shifting focus towards Kiyoko, she stands befuddled and confusion as she stares me down. Her deep chocolate eyes glistening with inquisitivity. Look, I've only seen her make back in the club. With time continuing to dwindle on, I really need to do something to stop the worst sequence of events from happening.
Oh, it's you. I'm sorry to have bothered you.
I could tell now that the feelings flowing through Naomi were ones of sadness and regret. Malice wasn't even an option. Picking up my phone, all I can do is hope I can get a message to her. That should probably do it. Stay where you are. That's all we say. Stay where you are, Kyoko's here. Take cover, hide somewhere. Sure enough, a buzz of confirmation marks Naomi's response. What? You sure? You'd seem like the type of guy who'd want to message me during my private time. What? Private time?
What are you looking at?
Nothing. Oh. Having seen the attention placed on my phone, Kiyoko rears up close to me with a look of wonder in her eyes. Oh, nothing. Just sending a message home.
I'd like to see your home.
Here we go. This really isn't the time, Kiyoko. My parents aren't home. Is this what you really wanted? I don't know, Art. Is parents even home? I have no idea. Her feelings of warmth aren't lost on me. The words themselves enough to send a flutter through my heart. Yet with the question of how Naomi's going to get off the train without being spotted, my Sae's even still here with us anyway. I don't think I can focus on them right now. Okay, one day, right?
Really?
I wouldn't say it's that exciting to justify such a reaction. Lifting my phone up once more, time continues to count down as Naomi awaits my response. Having her distrust would really mess things up. Oh, we have it. Private? You're really doing that in there? Or, I'm serious, she's there. You know what? This is not jogging. We're gonna be savage. So, I'm gonna say private. You're really doing that in there? She's really out here watching some funny shit. And then leaving us behind for the longest time. Like, what else could she be doing in there? I mean, come on, I already know, but it's just funny to think about that. She's going to make such a weird accusation. I may as well go through and attack the flaws in her wording. Such a roundabout way to say you're using the restroom. Another message comes through, and undoubtedly it's full of anger. Ew, no! Whatever, I'm not going to risk it anyway. I'm in no rush to see you either. Ya baka! I guess it's crisis averted, but I can't help but think I've created another for my personal safety.
I wouldn't want to see it. It's probably stereotypical.
Damn. Pausing her sentence, enough of a sign to say she changed that last word. I don't even know you. Why do you think you'd even go?
There could be a chance. There's a chance the sun might explode. No. The sun will never explode. It'll only expand and wipe out humanity in 6 billion years.
Well, technically the truth.
Anyway, someone gave me her number. Me?
Why do you have to question it? It wasn't you. Just a friend. Having Kiyoko find out now I've been in cahoots with Naomi isn't in anyone's best interest. Sae really doesn't know how to stay quiet, but I can't expect her to know the truths behind these two girls. Still, the sad look walked onto Kiyoko's face, masking cuteness with woe. It certainly tells me what I need to know. She still has those feelings.
Friends.
Resting beside me, Kiyoko sits favorable closer. Was I supposed to say favorably? Anyway, favorably closer to me than I was expecting. Her light body plopping down onto the seats delicately, yet still enough for me to feel it. Eyes directed towards the floor, it's obvious to me that she's captivated in thought. But I want to see what happens if we defend Naomi. How is she gonna react to that? She's gonna know I'm basically sucking up to her. Alright, let's defend her. Her eyes still waiting for an answer. The only thing that really comes to mind is her feelings, not Kiyoko's, but Naomi's. Girl distraught over her own actions, that's clear enough from spending so much time around her. Yeah. It must be hard to forgive her, but I think she knows that. We're gonna be such good friends, I can't see why she'd suddenly turn on you. She wouldn't just mess up your race out of malice. It's probably a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding?
She was your best friend, right? Kyoko's eyes still tell a different story, that of hurt. No matter how smart she really is, nobody's able to find the truths they need that easily. The mask of emotions covering up what both of them really feel.
She kept her distance. I can't help but think she was scared. I was the second best on the team. I don't know. I'm going to take some time to think about it.
Wiping away the tears meandering down her cheeks, Kyoko looks up with a smile. And as cute as it is, really pulls on my heartstrings. Yada yada. Okay. Now we've arrived at our stop. Hopefully Naomi realizes that she's probably blaming me for being stuck in the toilet. Looks like we're here.
Coincidentally, I also happen to be getting off at this stop.
Really?
Promise. Who is she, anyway?
Just an old friend.
You mean an old acquaintance? No, wait. That still implies we're pretty close. An old stranger.
She's just a person. Yeah, I don't know her. She's just some random person who came up to me. Oh, look, we're back over here.
Your room is disgusting.
Oh, so we did go to my house. I didn't even know we'd actually do that. So I see what the bonus story was all about now. So I guess from there, Sae actually has been to our house before. But we just didn't know because I didn't get this whole story in the main thing.
I agree.
Why are you even here? For Naomi to be here is one thing, but for Sae as well, a situation I didn't want to find myself in. We're departing with Kiyoko, it didn't take long for Naomi to sprint up to us with her abilities, basically. But then to say, "I'm tired, let me in the rest," defeats the whole purpose of using the energy to run up to us in the first place. She doesn't even look tired. Of course, Sae had to come in as well, contradicting what she said earlier.
There's a surprising lack of tissues in here.
Pointing towards my bin, all I can do is sigh as Naomi continues to rummage through my room. Why are you even looking? Do you get off on this or something? I thought you hated me. You trying to look through my browser history?
No, I don't hate you.
Yet she doesn't deny the thrills from invading my privacy.
Check beneath his bed. There's probably a sock under there.
What in the goddamn?
I know exactly what she's talking about. Hey, don't look under there. I think my monster is still under there. You don't like visitors, you don't like strangers. Naomi reaches in cautiously with her hand tucked away into her jacket's sleeve, slowly drags out what I absolutely didn't want her to see. A strong collection of magazines, each one slightly worn from years of use.
Origami digest.
What's wrong with having a hobby? You like running, right? Kyoko likes science.
I knew you were a weirdo, but I'd feel less disgusted if I actually found porno.
Damn.
Me too. Who gets off to origami?
Damn, man, he just straight up watched some origami porn. That's not what they're used for. Why would anyone use porno mags in this day and age when we have the internet?
Hey, hey!
I wasn't saying Naomi and Sae look over towards my desk. There you go. Now they know. They're gonna be like, alright, check his browser history, hurry. Look at him jacking off to all this random shit on Reddit. Alright, don't even think about it.
I wouldn't want to touch it anyway.
Stop the cap.
That stumble says otherwise. If you're so disgusted, why don't you just leave? I have work to do.
I thought you would have wanted to spend time with me. I Wanted to spend time with you.
Naomi trails off, looking blissfully towards the window with a look of thought within her eyes. Wonder what she's thinking.
Anyway, I should probably get going.
If she's going, then I'll join her. But thanks for the tour.
Not as if you were invited. Walking towards my door, I let out one last set of words to the girl before me, caught up with her own melancholic world. Oh, Naomi. Turning around, she stares at me with a set of weary eyes before looking away with a soft blush. Thanks for today. I enjoyed it. Stopped by a brief hit of hesitation, Naomi finally managed to speak out with her leaving her mouth ajar, her thoughts hanging in the air.
I enjoyed it too. I'll try to talk to her again, but it might take me some time too.
Ending her sentence with yet another smile, all I can do is enjoy the moment as Naomi continues to talk softly. A new tone of voice, one different to the hostility I've gotten so used to. It sounds beautiful.
You know, the science labs look over the entrance, right? Perhaps she's been watching us the entire time.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I did the thing where I went with her that day, and then yeah, I saw you go with Naomi, by the way. You said you were going home, but bitch, I knew. Alright, saying it jokingly, topping her thoughts with a laugh, Naomi's carelessness doesn't go unheeded in my mind as I reflect back over last week's events.
The lab. Looks
Okay, I
over
was
the
right.
school entrance.
So this did already play. I just skipped over because it was the exact same thing.
You two were there yesterday. Together.
Maybe. With her eyes now wider, filled with a newfound passion, Naomi closes the gap between us, resting her hand upon my shoulder.
But we should really head inside. The bell rang a while ago.
What? Ordering with a giggle, Naomi skips ahead of me towards the entrance, leaving me no other option but to chase her. Caught up in her trances, we both hurtle back to class like the delinquents we are. Being together like this, we do seem like friends. We are friends. Something I can be happy about. Alright. Well, if we weren't friends, she wouldn't have let me see her cry. The only other person I can think she'd let see that is Kiyoko. You okay, Kiyoko?
No. It's all over.
What?
They kicked me out of the lab. I'm not allowed back
Oh
in.
wait, that's the same.
I...
This is the same, but it won't let me skip it for some reason. Like, it's just her basically getting kicked out of the lab because she basically poured some acid on the floor and then yeah, kind of made a hole in the floor.
Drop the flask, okay? There's now a hole in the floor. I said that the club's not cancelled.
Okay. What were you thinking?
Well, would you like to get a drink? We can always figure things out from there.
Let's go.
Ah,
Okay.
what? I can't hear you.
So what's your plan after this?
Plan?
What do you want to do after getting a drink? Now she wants
I
to...
don't know. Would it be okay to say I'm fine with spending time with you? It doesn't matter what we do.
Well, we'll think of something. You're clever, right?
I'm not that smart. There are plenty of things I don't know. Plenty of things I want to.
As we approach the stairwell, taking us deeper into the school towards the cafeteria, Kyoko's words hang in the air as their sound is replaced with that of her footsteps once again. You guys hear how fast I'm trying to read everything?
Hi. I don't have enough.
Stupid! With Kyoko staring at all at the machine before her, we both remain locked in a trance as neither of us continues breaking the ice of conversation. Instead, a brief moment of silence gives way to the sounds of club activities in the distance. Cheers and shouts mix in with the sound of musical clubs, furthering the melody we've become accustomed to at the time of this day. Out of so many people to be standing here as a pair takes my mind away from the possibilities which could have been laid before us, before me. Kyoko not being such a major part of my routine, our relationship has become the norm, shifting away from a life which was once filled with apathy and bitterness. With all the people out there, Naomi's sure to be one of them too. Both girls now so present within my routine. Both girls now so present in my mind. You want any change?
Really? You do that?
Yeah, I got some spare change, ma'am. Boss. Quickly slipping my hand into my pocket, my fingertips are met with a cool metal of loose coins as I make their way towards Kyoko's warm palm. Alright, sorry, I'm missing too fast. If it's too much filler, then I do read fast. An audible thud springs up in the machine as a small bottle of juice lands in the tray below. Kyoko's expression turning from one already filled with happiness to that of one overflowing with joy. Cracking open the seal, the bottle presses against her pink lips as she takes a long sip before pausing to turn to me. Traces of juice still lingering around in her mouth as her lips shine in the light from above.
Do you want some? You did. Help buy it after all.
What?
I mean, do you want a sip?
Yeah, I knew that. It's a pretty direct way of asking for an indirect kiss.
Yeah, boy.
You know, you got the point. You got a point.
Eh?
Yeah.
You mean we?
It's a saying. There's no need to get so worked up by it.
Still, with you,
Indirect kiss.
I wouldn't mind sharing the drink that is.
Well, give me some. Give me a big sip. Alright. So I guess I got it. Orange juice. Is it 100% orange juice?
It's the best.
Up the brand is Fruit Bat Factory. Her eyes briefly skirt away from my own before returning back towards me as I slowly lift the half-drunk bottle towards my mouth. Nothing but the sounds of other clubs gracing your ears in this empty hall. The entire situation is being extremely overplayed by both of us. In one swoop motion, the rest of the drink flows down my throat as Kiyoko's face quickly turns from one of sheepishness to shock.
You drink it all?
Yoink. Thought that's what you wanted, right? Half each?
No, I just wanted you to try some. Nothing else.
Oh, my bad, playa. Kiyoko shyly peers away from me, less angered by the fact that I finished her drink, but embarrassed by the fact that I drank it. Really guess sharing a drink with each other is too much for her. So, Kiyoko,
Yeah?
why did you form the club?
Haven't you already asked this?
I'm not sure, but even so, I'd still like to hear it. Alright.
Well, I've always wanted to focus on academics. I want to go to university, but I want to share that passion with people too. That's why I'm glad someone finally joined. I'm glad you're here.
Looking back at me with a smile with a trace of crimson still masked Kiyoko's cheeks as she resumed fidgeting with her fingers. It's a cute smile, one which I can cherish. It's a smile of sincerity. Well, I'm glad that you feel that way. Not that good at science. I don't really know much, but I'm happy to be a part of the club.
Really? That makes me happy. Well, there's not really much we can do. We should probably head home.
I wouldn't mind spending more time with you, but you're right. Responding to her own set of smiles with one of my own, Kiyoko peers back with a look of resolve deep within her eyes. Our time together, despite now coming to an end, has only just started in the long run. Alright, so this is it. So yeah, we're basically on like the Naomi route because we have these choices. I know that if we don't, or if we go the Kiyoko route, we actually don't get a choice. We just go after her, so. We went after Naomi. Let's see what happens if we stay with Kiyoko, because I'm curious too. That could be a secret ending, you never know. What if I stay with her? Naomi's cries continue to dim as Kiyoko stares back towards me, her own face reddened by her sadness as the two of us idle in the room. My own heart tearing itself apart, inside locked in a state of quantum superposition, stuck between two girls as my choices continue to narrow. Are you okay?
What do you think? I'm sorry. It's just, I'm tired of lying.
Shifting her eyes towards the floor, Kiyoko steps into the evening light, glossing over her dark hair, catching each strand in the sun with an almost cinematic flicker.
I'm sorry for not telling you sooner.
Without any interjection from myself, Kiyoko continues forward with strained breaths, muttering out the words held at the back of her mind.
I used to be on the athletics team.
The story itself familiar, having been privy to it from Naomi. Okay. With Naomi?
I was good too, but he wouldn't let me run anymore. She wouldn't let me race. She ruined it for me. Do you really think I can forgive her? She was such a friend, but...
A pained history welling up through anger as Kiyoko turns away, tears once again flowing from her eyes as they drop to the ground. Shattering like glass as I watch them fall. Starved for words as my mouth remains ajar, heart beating in agony as I watch her suffer. Alone in a cold, vast world.
She sabotaged the other runners, and they blamed it on me. I was banned from the team. Do you see why I can't forgive her? Even though...
Kiyoko. A heartbroken girl before me. Whether stepping in now is right or not isn't the question. It's whether I want to. Seeing her like this, close stained with tears as she tucks her head into her hands. I don't want her to be alone anymore. Maybe it wasn't like that.
But the other members, they were jealous. They pressured her to get me out of the club. Why else would she do it? I thought she was my friend. I thought you were my friend.
I am your friend. That's why I can't see you hurt like this. Going towards me with anger now spiraling out of control, all I can do is tell her the truth. Naomi's truth. My truth. Do you really think she'd come back for you? Do you think that she'd want forgiveness if she didn't miss you? I don't know what went on in your lives, how close you two really were, but I sure as hell know that Naomi still wants you in hers. How painful is it for her for you? She just wanted you to win because you were her friend. Surely you can give her that chance. I feel like it's still the same as when we're with Kiyoko. I don't know. Because I've heard this text before, but, you know, we can't really skip it because it's like a different scene. In a way, so, yeah.
You really think so?
Her voice strained, Kiyoko looks back towards me, cheeks damp with tears and eyes reddened. A complete contrast to her usual cute and upbeat allure. Of course I do. Naomi is hurt too. I don't think she can forgive herself either. You were best friends after all. Her breathing now settled. Kiyoko wipes her cheeks once again as her fingers glisten, covered in tears. It's not a beautiful sight, yet seeing her... Okay.
It might take some time, but I'll try it. I'll try to accept her.
Okay, let's see.
She's
Okay.
probably in the gym.
Alright, so we do go after
where
Naomi.
I'd go if I were her.
Yeah. I guess we still try to go for her. I don't know if we are gonna find her, but yeah, let's see. Are you sure you'll be okay?
Just go. I'll try to be.
Are we gonna find her in the gym, or did she leave already? Oh, there she is. Okay. Sense of woe cast over an already intense situation. Before me in the shadows stands a girl with a head in her hands. Subtle cries echoing out, breaking the silence spread throughout the room. We're the only ones here.
What do you want?
Alright, yeah. We are friends. You're my best friend. Well, not best friends yet, but still. Oh.
Then... Thank you.
Another hug. Let's go. Stepping forward swiftly, the last glimpse of Naomi's face flashes in my mind as I find myself locked between her arms. The warmth of her body now seeping through to my own as she presses herself against me. A hug. Yo,
You think I didn't know that?
I do like that both choices, I guess, even though they don't matter, like, I do like the idea of just, you know, who do you want to, like, I guess, reconcile with first? I was kind of scared that, like, Naomi wouldn't be there anymore if we stayed with Kiyoko, but it looks like both situations, like, they kind of, like, connect with each other. Like, you know, like, oh, we run after Naomi first, she's there. We reconcile with her, and then we go back to Kiyoko, who's still there. And then, you know, vice versa. So, I'm glad that's kind of an option there.
Sorry if I was still sweaty. I was running after all.
Oh, okay, there's a different line. It's alright, but I thought you were used to that. I'd have expected her to call me a pervert, but this isn't the Naomi I've known anymore. This is the Naomi wants to be. And she's gonna say, like, well, I mean, I was crying and running. I didn't have time to control my breathing or something. I couldn't do my total concentration constant, man.
I guess I had a lot to run from. But now, I guess I don't have to worry as much, right?
I guess not, but that doesn't mean Kyoko's gonna open up to you again that quickly.
Of course not. But I still have you here, don't I? Anyway, I should probably head home. I need time to think. I'll see you tomorrow.
What do you want me to say? It was good. Wait, what?
I'm glad.
Did that not matter? Message Kiyoko or Naomi. Hey, Naomi. Alright, so we're gonna try messaging Kiyoko. Let's see if there's anything different. Oh. You know what? Never mind. It didn't matter. Okay, so now we're on to, did we tell her we're meeting Naomi or did we think of an excuse? What excuse is Nut Dust gonna come up with? Standing there like that, nervously fidgeting around with her hair, almost pouting with puppy dog eyes, I really don't want to let her down. As it stands, I can't tell how she'd react if I told her I'm going to spend time with Naomi, even if they're not friends. Oh. Kiyoko, look, I really need to go take a shit. You're right, I gotta go shit out all my nut dust. It's been up there too long, that's why I'm doing all this bullshit again.
What?
Maybe I should actually put a bit of thought into this.
You okay? You're looking a bit pale.
The most classic excuse. Alright, Kiyoko, I gotta go take a big shit. I had too much Taco Bell right before we went to class. Alright, yeah, I mean, no, I'm feeling quite a bit queasy.
You should go see a nurse. Confusion is a symptom of carbon monoxide poisoning after all.
I really don't think that there's any carbon monoxide floating around here, or that the nurse could do anything about it.
Still.
At least I don't have to think of an excuse. Alright, I'll go. You can just head to lunch without me. Okay, skip? Oh. Hang on.
But you have to come to the club later, okay? Only if you're okay, that is.
Oh, validate your friendship or promise her you'll come. Don't worry, I'm coming to the club. Right, so why would I want to miss it? Of course I'll come.
That's what he said.
You better. I was happy when you first joined.
Wait, what? Oh, something inside me wants to go further. To go further with Kiyoko. Can I really do that? Wait, what happened? Wait, whoa, no. Run that back. I had no... That went too fast. I don't know what the hell just happened. Hang on. So I can't bear to hurt her. I can't bear to hurt either of them. Something inside me wants to go further with Kiyoko. Can I really do that? It isn't a scroll wheel if you guys are wondering, but let's see. I take her in my embrace. Oh, wait, you know what? Oh, so this is what happens if you stay with Kiyoko. I guess what happens is, at that point, the protagonist, he just doesn't know what to do, because, I don't know, he's been helping out both of them at that point. Whereas in my first playthrough, I think I was, like, leaning towards Naomi, in a way, because, like, I've been making all the choices that, like, are based on her. So I see, okay, that's why I, like, skipped through everything, and, like, it suddenly went to the credits, and then 2 seconds later, main menu, so that's confused me. So, it actually didn't give you a choice there. That's interesting. So, if you don't make the right choices to, like, one person, then you mess up the whole thing anyway. You get what I like to call Naomi's bad ending.
So...
Alright, there she is. And then I don't think there's anything
You
different.
don't... She
Let's just check.
get you. I don't know what you want, but...
Alright, we're skipping.
She thought... Hi. But, please,
We'll try
I
to
need some
Kiyoko around a bit. Alright, let's see the epilogue. Whoa, okay. Oh, I could just go down on the scroll wheel to skip the credits. Okay, let me see. Anything different or no? Or is it just the exact same as the bad ending? Okay, I don't think so. Okay. Alright, let's try the Kiyoko routes. I think all I gotta do is just like constantly call her and whatever. So let's run it back. I apologize, this is going to be a really long video, but this is just me choosing every single choice I didn't do before. Oh, and this choice, let's try wait for Kiyoko this time. Perhaps approaching a random girl on the street isn't in my best interest. I'm going to call myself the most charismatic guy, blah blah blah. Alright. Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay, so she talks to us anyway. Turn to face, the voice making itself out to me. The braided girl, still topped up with her spacey yet exceedingly timid aura, stands before me with an uneasy expression resting upon her face.
Are you... Kiyoko's friend?
Making assumptions? I understand. Kiyoko?
Surprise! It's me.
Alright, that part's the same. Alright, so there is something different with that at least. Let's try that. I don't know if it's different here. But you know, if you were such good friends, I don't think she'd do it out of malice. I don't think it's any different. It's just a scene. So, whatever.
It's not. She kept her. I can't.
Okay, whatever. It's the same.
I'm.
Go to see that.
When I joined the athletics team, someone shared their passion with me. I wasn't even a good runner. I wasn't really interested in that first. Really. But that desire to share what I love, she taught me that. Naomi. That's why I'm glad. Someone finally joined.
Alright, let's try Naomi's first. Let's see what happens. Perhaps trying Naomi's first is the better option. Kiyoko seems like the better chef, and there's a chance I might need something nice after trying this. You got that right. Remember the last time you thought she spat in your food? Sure, I'll have some.
Don't eat too much. The rest is for her.
What about your share?
I'll think about that later.
Shrugging it off, I pick out some of her lunch with my chopsticks. Surprisingly, as I slowly eat, it actually tastes pretty good.
How is it?
It's alright.
All right.
Let me try it.
Alright, taking some for herself, she takes
This is
some.
great.
See? At least someone liked it.
I never said I hated it, I just thought it was pretty good.
Make yourself clearer next time.
Alright. Kyoko looks away with a blush. Alright. Of course I'm going to try it. This time, towards Kyoko's food, I watch as Naomi looks like in anguish. Clearly she's jealous and I'm trying it first. This is great, Kiyoko.
What?
Really? I'm glad you like it.
Let me have some.
Alright.
I love it.
I need to eat too, you know.
You're looking pretty happy.
Oh, okay. I think we made just about every choice, like, that we can, so... Because I know with both these, there's no more choices after what you choose here, so... Let's just get the good ending and let's...
Here you...
Here, you guys can watch the good scene. I'm just gonna skip through it.
You wanted to tell me something, right?
Just gonna put it on auto.
You said it was important.
That's what I'd like to say to her. Yeah, I did. I'm voice acted. Still. Something inside me can't. That shadow coating her face, it's clear she's picked up on the serious atmosphere I've created. Why not? Do you really have to push yourself this hard? With things like this, I don't think it's working out between us. I guess I expected too much out of our relationship.
Why? What's wrong?
You know what's wrong. I don't know what my feelings towards you are. You're better off without me.
But...
I'm sorry. Alright.
if that's how you feel... It's not like... It doesn't hurt, but... I still love you. I love you so much.
Kiyoko. I'm sorry, I'll... Oh, wait, what the... Oh my god, I can go back. Wait. It's rewind time. Oh, hang on, go back. Oh, there's only so much you can go back to. Damn it. Okay, so now we're on to... I know what my feelings are. Alright, don't skip. Save. Because I think if I scroll up, I can actually run it back. Alright, know what my feelings are. Skip to the last scene.
You wanted to tell me something, right? You said it was important.
Is it the same? I did say I know what my feelings are. I don't know what my feelings towards you are. You're better off without me.
But...
I'm sorry. Oh, so it's still a bad ending, I don't know.
If that's how you feel... It's not like...
Wait, hold on. So I guess both endings, it's kind of the same outcome if you make the choices I did. So yeah, I guess you have to make the really good ones. So yeah, there's like a lot of those choices that can impact what ending you get, and I think that's pretty interesting. Because in my playthroughs, I did like try to do most of the good choices, and then it like, I guess between the two, it like helped me choose: do I want a good ending or a bad ending? That's what it seems like. And if you choose the wrong choices, like I did with Naomi, like I was like half and half with Kiyoko and Naomi in a way. You get like Naomi's bad ending, and then I guess with Kyoko's, depending on all those choices you choose, like I did, then You get the bad ending either way. Like, there's no way to, like, get around that. Alright, can I skip this yet? Let me out of here. I must see what happens next. You know what, hang on. No, I have to find out, okay? Is it possible to, get a good ending with Kiyoko? Come on. You can't do this to me with these choices. Come on, you can't do this to me. Oh, yeah, so any choice you choose, it actually is just going to be the bad outcome, so... Like I said before, it does really depend on your choices. I don't know, like, I'm just glad I at least did this video where I chose all the choices I didn't do, like, the first time. Alright, so... Let's look at the... Yeah, let's look at the... What was it? Actually, no, the encyclopedia. Because... Remember out in the last video, I was, like, missing something between PH and Sensei. It was... Sae. So, this was her. I don't know if I read this, but we will now. So... Sae, a girl seemingly disconnected from the world around her, lives life with the philosophy that the best reaction is a subdued one. At least, she tries to. Miss Pandora's box herself. It's hard to fathom what wonders her mind holds. Her straightforward nature is hard, and her words even harder. With so much mystery behind her, she'll throw in the confusion free of charge. Alright. Is there like any, I think we did basically get them all. Oh, we have this. Oh my god, I love this. You know what? I'm gonna take some of these. I love them. Alright, but yeah, those were all the choices that we did not make. And I got them all in this video. Apparently, the choices I did not make would have led to both bad endings anyway. There's like no way to avoid it. I think maybe if, on the Naomi one, if I chose to go after her, maybe it would have given us the good ending. I don't know, though. I don't feel like I want to find out right now. Because I'm predicting it's probably the exact same result. But, yeah. Choosing the choices I didn't make was actually pretty fun. I kind of never thought of like doing that for other games as well. If I'm not doing like a second playthrough of them, like especially when some have like multiple choices on top of each other. So yeah, and I guess like some of the choices that were gonna give the same result kind of skipped over. Like I think for the Naomi one, we didn't get the tsundere one, which is like, you know, all choices we do call her a tsundere, but there's like different like statements I guess to like choose from. But yeah. That was Chemically Bonded. This is probably the very end of the series for a while, unless they update that bonus story. So, that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about all the funny choices that I made. I might do this for other visual novels, who knows. I mean, that's if you guys want to see them. I'm just doing this one, I guess, as a sort of test to see if you guys want to see me do them for the other games I played, potentially. But, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you all so much for the support on Chemically Bonded. Honestly, this has been like a real blast to play, like all over again, I guess. All over again, of course, because you know, we got both endings. Like we got both endings of Naomi, both endings of Kiyoko. We also got to play through the bonus after story, which I actually liked doing that as well, even though it was kind of short. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching.